Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the New York Jets.
Set to kick off.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Here's Smith now to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the ground, this is Paccc. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
On first down, back to Paccc. And taken down just shy of the 40. You talk about this Jets defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
Daniels looking to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10, down at the 31. Running left, Paccc. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. This defense for the Jets, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now a second and 6.
Patrol.
Again, it's Paccc. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now Paccc on first and 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devon Paccc, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Jets nothing. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw is Williams. That's into the hands of Iomanner. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Williams. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
To throw, it's Williams. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll get it down here to the 43. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
At the Packers' 43-yard line.
Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And this time he's able to take it down at 42. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. The Jets at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Throwing is Williams. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Williams. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
An 8-yard loss.
They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The drive starts with a run from Paccc. And a short pickup here as they're going to cross the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. To throw is Daniels. And his throw here is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To the air goes Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Paccc. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Paccc. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Daniels. And the Jets pressure, too much, as down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's taken to the 26. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Second and 10. To the air, Williams. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Daniels. Completes this one to Pickens. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they've been kept off the scoreboard in this first half, but here toward the end, they're trying to change that in one fell swoop, but that winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Williams. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's got room. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Looking to throw. Daniels. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
From the gun, here's Williams. Flush to his right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Straight ahead, here's Mason. And he is going to have the Jets first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game is starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Williams. Buying time to his left. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A give left side. Here's Achane. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I loved one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Back to throw. Daniels. He'll dump this off to Achane. And it's a Packers touchdown. Devon Achane. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Jets, nothing. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Sly set to boot it. And a fast footwork by White. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Williams. It's caught here by Adams. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
They'll look to throw again. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Looking to throw is Williams. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 107 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Daniels looking to throw. Short pass caught by Henry. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now they'll audible to something else. 2nd and 5. Pass complete there to Harrison. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. Throw caught by Achane. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw again. Touchdown! George Pickens, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-0.
21. Jets nothing. Jody Sly set to kick off.
Here's Sly now to kick off as he'll send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
To throw, it's Williams. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Running left, Mason. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Williams. Caught on the right side by Adams. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Second down and 4. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Jordan Mason His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Packers 21, Jets 7. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Throwing is Williams. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Now they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's third and long. To throw, Williams. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. They'll go. Here's Williams. That's complete to his receiver, Gadwin. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Running right, here's Achane. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.